huge congratulations on signing your first professional contract with Sussex. That must be a fantastic feeling.
Yeah, it's a really good feeling. Obviously, I've been on the academy for 4 years, so to finally sign my first professional deal at 18 is something I've always wanted, and it's a really, really good feeling.
And Sussex supporters got a brief glimpse of you last year, 2016, when you played a couple of championship games.
Yeah.
But for those who haven't seen you in action yet, just tell us a bit about what sort of cricketer you are.
So I'm an open batter, I'm a left-hander. I do bowl a little bit as well, little medium paces, but I'm mainly a batter, and that's my main skill.
And what about your background? What's been your journey to this point?
So I'm from Horsham. I played for Horsham since I was 8 years old, and I was in the county junior squads from under 10s all the way through. I got in the academy when I was 15, and I've been on that for 4 years now. And then to now I've signed my first professional deal, which is really exciting.
And you mentioned the junior squads and the academy. Just tell people who might not know a bit about how that system works and the role it's played in bringing you to the status of a professional cricketer.
Well, the way since I first got on the academy, which is when I started taking this sort of Sussex a lot really seriously and wanting to do it as a profession, the way I've been integrated with the professional squad and training days, and the way Carl Hopkinson has sort of managed us is how I'm expecting sort of to be managed when I go into the professional squad, and also when I've been at school at Hurstwood Point, the connection between the school and Sussex has been really, really good. So the communication of when I can get off school and play cricket has been top draw. So. And
so beyond on the field cricket, approaches to preparation and your nutrition, that's all a big part of it? Yeah, that's all been part of it. I've obviously had to balance my schoolwork as well in the last couple of years with my cricket, which both my school and Sussex have been really, really good with me about it. So this summer I had to get my exams done at the start, and Sussex were really, really good with me and how they let me have that time off to get that done, and then I could come back and fully go on cricket. So this summer coming up, or this winter and then the next summer, will be the first time that I can properly focus on just what I want to do. And so for any youngsters watching who want to follow in your footsteps, just explain how that process works from under 10 level upwards. How do you get selected for the academy, things like that? Well, from under 10s, at that age it's a lot about enjoyment and just try and do as best you can. There's no pressure on you. And then you go up. I got into the EPP when I was 14. Can you just explain to people what that is? That's an emerging players program. So if the coaches see you performing well in your age group and for your clubs, then you get selected for that program. That's how it was when I got onto it. And then after 1 year on that, I got put onto the academy, which is everything's kicked on from there, I think. And that's the schooling really for life as a professional cricketer? Yeah, well that's the way I took every path. Every person has a different path. That's the path I went on. But that's yeah. And then just going back to 2016, obviously a huge moment for you when you made your first team debut. Just tell us what that's like how old were you then, 17? Yeah, I was 17. Just tell us what that's like as a 17-year-old to be pulling on the whites for Sussex. Yeah, no, it was really, really exciting, and it was an honour to do so. There was some nerves there, but it was sort of a breaking in experience. There was no pressure on me to I wanted to perform well, but there was no added pressure by anyone for me to perform well. No one was expecting anything, but obviously I wanted to, and it didn't quite go as I wanted to, but the experience was really good, and I learnt a lot from those 2 games that I played at the end of last season. And being in the dressing room with the first team, it was a good experience. They looked after you? Yeah. There's some senior figures there that I can learn a lot from. Senior batters that I want to sort of replicate what they've done in the game and go higher if possible. And that's my dream. Brilliant. And then moving forward to this year, just tell us about the season you've had in 2017. So I had a bit of a not very smooth season. So at the start of it, I was at school doing my exams. Didn't get it back till end of June to start playing cricket here. Didn't quite get the amount of runs I wanted to, because adapting from the school cricket to this cricket is a bit of a change in
level. So that was quite a difficult challenge that I've had to come over for the last few seasons as well. But since then, I broke my finger in July, which kept me out for 3 weeks. So it's been a bit of a bits and pieces season. But at the end, I started scoring the runs that I wanted to, and I started getting back to the rhythm I wanted to play, like when I bat. So hopefully next year can be a full-on season from the start with no disruptions.
You had a strong finish to the season. I think your second 100 for the seconds, is that right?
Yeah, that's the second one for the second team. First one in red ball cricket, which is a great feeling again, and hopefully next year I can do that many more times.
And talking next year, what are your aspirations, your ambitions for the next 12 months as a professional cricketer?
Well, it's just to embrace it, work as hard as I have been, and even harder now, to score as many runs as I can in second team cricket, which hopefully give me the opportunity in first team cricket. But just learning a lot from the coaches such as Michael Yardy, and still working with them as hard as I have been to keep improving.
Well, thank you very much, Tom, and once again, huge congratulations, and I'm sure Sussex supporters will join me in saying we're very much looking forward to you scoring lots of runs out here at the First Central County Ground.
Thank you very much.